Hello, my name is Rena Whittaker, and I'm the author of Being Tribal, Practicing Life in 1-Degree Shifts, and I'm the president and founder of Being Tribal. I'm 55, and my journey has been hard sometimes and delightful sometimes. I lived most of my young life believing that I didn't deserve to breathe air. Like maybe I was a big mistake, and I was full of shame and guilt. I learned to lie before I ever learned to tell the truth about my feelings, about who I was. I was very broken. And there were moments in my childhood where God spoke to me through people, right? That I was smart. There was light in my childhood as well. And I started to think, okay, I could create something different in my life. And my mom never quite understood, because I didn't tell my parents until I was like 21. My mom never understood why I was so, I had such low self-esteem. And she got me a cassette tape called Self-Esteem and Peak Performance by Jack Canfield. Actually, I met him and told him about that. And it changed my life in how I could manifest things, believe in something, in a better life. And as I became a young adult and went through all these different periods of time, I realized that tribes were the things that were saving me, because I would think in my own head all the things I wasn't good at. I ran a top 40 playlist in my head of all the reasons why I wasn't good enough, smart enough, I wasn't right, I didn't look right, the million things I thought about. And the great thing about a tribe is they will say to you, yeah, no, you could totally do that. You'd be really, really good at that. And they lift you up with wisdom and love. This is my fourth life. My first life was like 0 to 18, and I really hated who I was, and I was ashamed of who I was, and I was filled with guilt, and I felt like I was filthy of what I contributed to the abuse as a child. And then I had that kind of adult in college through my early 30s, where I made it through, finished college, and I got married and had babies, and I became super protective. But I was watching them really prosper and knowing that I protected them. And I was, I had been successful. And then from that early 30s on to my early 50s, it was like, okay, I'm a professional woman. I'm an executive. I'm getting my shit together, and I'm really good at what I do, and I know my talents. And that shift in that 30s to 50s was really about the tribes and women I had in my life. And I began coaching women. And then I decided that I was going to write my book, Being Tribal, Practicing Life in 1-Degree Shifts. Because as I coached women and as I developed these tribes, I realized that the most successful women I coached were ones that had a group of supportive women around them. And I started figuring out what's the real methodology of how a tribe works, and how a tribe lasts for a year, and how people commit to that. And it's all about the woman putting themselves first and learning how to do that, because it's hard to do when you haven't done it for most of your life. So being tribal now, I left my executive career, I left that big paycheck, and I started my own business about a year ago. And I'm so blessed that I've done well. And I am on a mission to lift women up, to connect them with other powerful women, to use this methodology of being tribal, to help them thrive in life to build cultures of empowerment and advancement without competition. That is my goal. That is my mission. And that is why I believe in being tribal. It saved my bacon. And I love the woman I am today. And I'm so grateful for the women who had a hand in helping me discover my greatness.